What is going on, guys? This is Ben here, bringing you another Pokemon Go video. In today's video we have some update news, because yesterday there was an update for Pokemon Go. We knew some of the news before, but a lot of things were added that we didn't know or cover about or talk about. Some changes, big news about Pokemon finding and stuff like that went down yesterday. I'll talk about that. A lot of other things I'll just mention in the video, and I'll have some evolutions on the side or over here, I don't even know. But guys, other big news is I shaved my beard. I don't know. A lot of you said I should shave it, a lot of you said I should keep it, but I think it was about time. Usually I let it grow the length I had it at, and then I don't really go farther, and then I shave it back down to this. It'll be back in a couple weeks, but alright, for the news, for the Pokemon update news, we have, you can now change your trainer's avatar. I think this is an optional update, by the way, because I don't think everyone had to download it. I'll give my thoughts on it for sure, but if you haven't updated your game, wait until you hear me talk before you update it. Eventually probably everyone will have to update it, but for now, just wait until you hear it to update it. Okay, trainers, you can now customize your trainer. So everyone knows at the beginning of Pokemon, you make your trainer how they look, if it's a male or female. Well, now you can customize that again. Basically, you click on your trainer icon, and then there's like a little 3-bar thing, and then you click on that, and then that shows your journal, and then where you can customize. So if you want to change your Pokemon or your person around, you can do that. They adjusted some Pokemon battle move damage and values, so we already knew that with the buffs to the moves and the nerfs to some moves. I'll leave that in the description below. It's to a Reddit post that has all of them. They refined certain gym animations. Don't really know what those are because I did some gym battles yesterday when I was streaming. I was streaming on Mob Crush for like 3 hours, and this ties into a few other things, but well, I'll continue talking about that later. They improved memory issues. I'm not sure what that means. Maybe if it's like account or profile going to you, to the right person, I'm not sure. Then this one is a huge one, and a lot of people and myself are kind of mad about this, and I'll give you my full explanation on it. They removed footprints of nearby Pokemon. So I'm going to stay on this point for a while. So you guys know when the game first came out, the footprints, if you were near a Pokemon, it would go down. It would go down to 2 steps, and then if you got closer, it'd be 1 step, and if it was right next to you, it'd be 0 steps, and you just kind of waited for it. And then that feature, what reports were that feature tracking 9 Pokemon was too difficult for their servers to handle for every single player. So they took that out, where it just showed nearby lists. It didn't track the footprints and stuff. So everyone just had the 3 footprints around a nearby Pokemon. And now with this update, they completely just remove footprints. So all there really is nearby Pokemon. You don't really know if you're close or not. It's very difficult to find them, because when I was streaming last night, oh my god, there was a Dratini, a Slowbro. Well, the Dratini I literally walked around for 15 minutes, all the spots I thought it was going to be at, could not find it. If the nearby list does not work, it's so hard to find Pokemon. They definitely need to fix that. But along with that, they also shut down if you guys heard of me talk about Pokevision or other stuff like that, I made a video on Pokevision to how to find any Pokemon. But basically they shut down the servers, or their I don't know. However, Pokevision was able to. If you guys don't know what Pokevision is, I'll explain it here. Pokevision was this website that you would go to. It would add basically you just turn on your location and you could search places up. Say for me, I would search up Lambeau Field on there and check see if there's, and then you'd click on it or scan the area, and then it'll tell you if there's any good Pokemon there. And then it tells you the exact location where it would be and the time that you have remaining to catch it. So let's say I don't know, let's say I want to check Lambeau Field right now. So I scan it, and there is let's say there's a Lapras there. There's 10 minutes left on the Lapras I have to get there. So I would drive to Lambeau Field, and if I got there within 10 minutes to the spot where the Lapras is at, I could catch it. And then, so it's not in the game though, but it's just a website you check, and then you go on Pokemon when you're near there to find Pokemon. A lot of people were using it, and basically they completely shut down any site like that. Their servers are down. You cannot search Pokemon that way anymore. And along with that, their 3-step tracking system in the game is it's trash. It doesn't even work. So it's impossible to know if there's any rare Pokemon around you unless you happen to see it on your nearby. But even if it is on your nearby, it's near impossible to find. So the only way to really get good Pokemon is either get lucky in finding those, get lucky with incense and have a good Pokemon spawn, or get lucky with lures and stuff like that, or where a spawner is or a nest, and you kind of just chill by the nest all day and hopefully it'll spawn there. So that's the ways to find like good Pokemon. A better way to go about it, maybe with the nearby thing, is like have a huge group of people all split up and try and find it. But the odds of that happening, because a lot of people just play the game kind of solo or something like that. But yeah, I'm kind of mad about that because it's like you can't find good Pokemon. And I'll go into like a story here. Like I saw some things like people are like, well, this is how the game should be. Like it should be like you walking around and randomly encountering strong Pokemon or rare Pokemon is how it was in like the console games, the old Pokemon games. Like when you're playing on your DS or your Game Boy and you're walking around, like you don't know what's gonna be there. You don't know what Pokemons are gonna spawn or Pokemon are gonna spawn. It's all random. So, but my like response to that is like it's like that's like a game where there's other things to do. The main priorities in there is to like beat the game, beat the gyms, level up your Pokemon and stuff like that. You can do other things in the game. The main substance of Pokemon Go is like catching Pokemon, battling gyms, and leveling up. Those are the only 3 things you can do in Pokemon Go. And like the Pokemon games, there's a bunch of other stuff to do. And basically they're making it really hard to find like rare Pokemon. And the reason why I say that, and then I think that's bad for the game, because I'll give you my reasons here. If you disagree, that's fine. I'd like to know your thoughts in the comments. But for me, I think it's bad for the game because, say for instance, like there's a bunch of people are gonna get frustrated because like on the nearby list, say there's like a Dratini. For instance, that's how it was last night for me when I was streaming. Check out my Mob Crush, by the way, if you want to see me stream some Clash Royale, Pokemon Go, or Vanglory. I stream from there from time to time. But yeah, it's a nice little plug in there. But yeah, so I was streaming, there was a Dratini on my map, and I literally walked around for like 15 minutes trying to find it, and then I got really frustrated because like Pokevision was down. There's no tracking system in the game to help me know if I'm going the right direction. So I'm literally just like wandering around aimlessly trying to find it. I don't know. That's really frustrating for me, and I think a lot of people are gonna find that frustrating as well. They see like a Pokemon that's really rare on their radar. They can't find it though because there's no way to like track it properly and just like hoping by chance to walk into it. So that sucks, and I think that's gonna frustrate a lot of people. And then eventually, if that happens long enough where they're not able to find Pokemon, like if Pokemon Go does not add a good tracking app in the game to find nearby Pokemon, it's gonna frustrate a lot of people in over time. And then along with that, like the main Pokemon they're gonna catch are like Rattatas, Pidgeys, and all like the we'll say crappy Pokemon, whatever's like common in your area. And over time, just catching the same Pokemon over and over again it's gonna like kind of bore people because it's like one of the main things to do in the game besides gym battles and stuff. And over time, just catching those same Pokemon and not being able to find the rare Pokemon except for like by a slim margin of chance is gonna like, I think it's gonna like bore a lot of people, and it's gonna make a lot of people eventually quit the game. So I think that's overall bad for the game. You could say the other way. Well, I get the other way where it's like, oh well, it should be by chance and stuff like that and all that. I get that, but with Pokemon Go, it's like I think it would appeal more if people are able to get the rare Pokemon that they want, and a lot of people are gonna be like, oh, like I actually catch Pokemon. You can show off the Pokemon you want. For instance, say you have a Blastoise, and not many people have that. You'd be like, oh, look at this. I caught this. Instead of everyone just showing, oh, look at my Rattatas and my Pidgeys. That's all I catch. I think it'll be more interesting for that, and I think that I think that is more entertaining for people. That's just my opinion. It's more entertaining for me to be able to catch rare Pokemon, not just by chance. So that's my thoughts on it. Like I thoroughly enjoyed the days where I was using the Vision or Pokevision, like chasing after Pokemon, driving to Pokemon where I knew like good ones were gonna be at, and hoping to get there. That's my thoughts on it. That's like what they did though. So until there's like a good tracking app in the game, I'm gonna be a little disappointed. I'm gonna still go to the spots where I think good Pokemon will spawn, and hopefully they still spawn there. I'm able to find them. But that's my thoughts on the tracking system going down. I'm curious to hear what you guys think. But other than that, that was pretty much I was gonna say something more, but that's my that's the main thing. Like I think it's bad for the game that they took that stuff out. If you have a different opinion, that's fine, like I stated, but let me know in the comments. Moving on though. So then they also did many various bug fixes during wild Pokemon encounters. There's still a lot of bugs in the game, I think, but if you update your game, changing the battle screen, it'll tell you if a Pokemon broke free, the fleeing is different, and changing it's not in this update patch, no, but like they changed the way the ball's through, or how you throw Pokeballs, and like how the Pokemon stands, because sometimes it stands further back, sometimes it stands closer, and you have to adjust your throws. And I think they made it harder. I don't know if this is true or not, but I think they made it harder to catch like Pokemon with just Pokeballs and stuff, like crappy ones. Because like yesterday, during the stream, I was trying to catch Rattatas and Pidgeys, and I was wasting. They're only like CP 100. And they would literally break out of my Pokeballs like 6 times, 7 times, or 5 times. It's like, oh my gosh. Like, it took I don't know if it was just last night because they were being difficult or what, but I was having a hard time catching Pokemon. And I don't know if they made it harder to catch Pokemon. If anyone else is experiencing the same thing, let me know. That's just something I noticed. And then they made it harder to get like the great throws, the nice throws. Because before I would just kind of like flick my finger, like the lazy way to throw the ball, not spin it out. And I'll get great throws like all the time, or nice throws like over 50% of the time. Now, like yesterday, it's a lot harder. You can't just flick it and get the Pokemon. I only got it a few times getting like excellent. I didn't even get one excellent toss last night, but like great ones were very rare, nice ones were okay. But yeah, it's like you got a curveball. You have to spin the Pokeball and curve it now, otherwise it's really hard to get the great throws. And the Pokemon kind of like either stands closer or further away now, so you have to like adjust how you're gonna throw it too, so it's not just easy flicking the finger like it was. Other than that, that's just my opinion. Like, do you guys think it's harder to catch Pokemon too? I'm curious to hear what you guys think on that. But other than that, they fixed issues with displaying certain map features. I'm not really sure what that one is, and then minor text fixes. So that's basically the update. Hopefully soon we hear news on the tracking system. That's just something like, because it's so cool to be able to know where Pokemon is and catch it, and then it actually adds that excitement to get it. I mean, yeah, on an off chance, like, you're playing the game and then like randomly a Pokemon like shows up, or you actually find it with there literally is no tracking in the game right now. We'll just say that. It's on your nearby list, but it's not tracking. Like, that's just saying, oh, this may be around here, but how are we gonna find it? Just walk around aimlessly. But if you find it, it's gonna be exciting now, because it's gonna be hard to do that. But I think it's kind of bad, like, because it's gonna bore a lot of people not being able to easily find rare Pokemon and stuff. But that's just my thoughts. I'm curious to see what you guys think. What do you guys think of this update and the big news of them shutting down all those apps that give you the specific location and the time to catch up? Either way, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure you did and subscribe for more Pokemon Go videos. Now, have a wonderful day or night, and I'll see you guys later.